Now, the North Frontenac Drama Award is not only honoring Martina, but Martina's entire family, because Martina's children, one of whom is here today, Surah, along with Maddie and Hava, have all participated wonderfully in many of our productions as well. And it's truly been a family event in that respect. Plus, Martina's husband, Jeff, has given the North Frontenac Little Theatre for many years publicity galore with news articles, photographs, and good vibes. So Martina, congratulations. We thank you and your entire family for enriching the Little Theatre as you have.
Here, here.
The North Frontenac Little Theatre Drama Award, Martina Field.
Awesome. Why is it a heart? I have something. Courage, courage.
Yes.
Courage. Good. I needed courage right now. Well, I'm thrilled. This is awesome. I can't tell you. It really does mean a whole lot, and I'm so happy to be honored in this way. And yes, where should I begin? I should begin somewhere. Hold on. Oh yes, I'll begin at the beginning. I don't need my notes. I've actually been in theatre since quite young. I'll just start from when I was about 6 years old. This is pre-NFLT. As a young child, we have a family cottage north of Havelock, and I invited a bunch of the kids. I sent invitations, or actually I think I sold tickets for a nickel or a penny or something. Money, real money, came to me. And I had a show, a magic show, and I called myself Martina the Magnificent. and I had this show, and I went to all this trouble and invited all these kids, and then we had this little toadstool table and chairs in front of the cottage, and they all came. And I realized I hadn't prepared any magic tricks. And it was like many of my worst nightmares that I've had since. Being on stage and not knowing my lines, or writing the exam and not having studied. So there I was in real life. So that was my first. And, I think I came up with a few things on the spot that were quite ridiculous, but anyway. I held up a glass, a water glass, a clear glass, and said to one of the little boys that I thought was rather cute, "If you look through here, you will see a future wife," and I was on the other side. The kids were not impressed, but none of them asked for their money back, which I probably should have given them. And my brother and I, Colin, we used to do skits too in front of campfires and at people's homes. Our parents would have us come out and do silly. We had a whole roster of skits that we did that were really fun. So that was my full involvement as a child, but I always cares about all that. And I got really, I threw myself into theatre a lot. It was really fun. And I was actually part of a small group. There were 4 of us who realized, all the plays are written about or by men. All the plays are written for male roles. The interesting roles are all male. So we took it. We decided to apply for a grant, a Canada Council grant, and got it, an explorations grant, to write our own theatre from the point of view of women. And so we were very young, between 21 and 26, and we did. We played around for a year, and we wrote a couple of pieces. One of them was based on the sex role stereotypes of women in fairy tales and nursery rhymes. And we called it Mirror, Mirror Off the Wall. And it was an hour-and-a-half piece that I'm still very proud of. It was a really good experience. And then my dad died, and life changed for me. And I went back to Toronto, and actually Jeff and I got together soon after that. And, 10 years later, here we were in Charlotte Lake, and I hadn't done any theatre in between. And our daughter Hava was involved. She'd been involved. Well, actually, before Hava got involved, we came out to see Fiddler on the Roof. It was the first NFLT production that we had seen. And it was amazing. It was so beautifully incensed, and being a Jewish family, it was just really heartwarming to see what a great job the community here had done. And there was not a single Jewish person in the cast. But it was just really lovely to see it. And so then a couple of years later, Hava became involved in a patchwork quilt. And then Anne of Green Gables, and then in her third show, it was Our Town. And I said, Hava, when she was going, Hava, why don't you just mention to Aini that I might want to maybe be involved in some small way, if there's a small part or a chorus part or something, I would love to be involved, or maybe off the stage, whatever. And Hava came back that very rehearsal, it was an early rehearsal, and said, actually, Mom, somebody just dropped out. It's the main role, Mrs. Webb. And so that's how I got involved, my first involvement, and became wife to this lovely man here. Second wife, actually. Second's first, always first. So that was really that was a great experience, and it started many involvements with many plays, and some smaller roles, some in the chorus, and some larger roles as time went along. And I loved everything that I was in. It was just so much fun to be playing on stage with this great group of people. And so my favorite role would have to have been the Wicked Witch of the West. And it was a role, I can't tell you how badly I wanted that role. It was like, if I don't get this role, I might die.
I sensed that at your audition.
Well, for months before that, I was really like uptight. I needed that role. It was sort of like in my blood. I felt like I needed that role to survive. I really did. And it was I had always, the Wicked Witch had always been an idol. I had always idolized her. I don't know. Maybe because she's a strong female role. And I admired that right from childhood. And so I actually had to prove how nasty I was off stage in order to get I had some rivalry with the other people who were trying out, and had to knock a few of them off their brooms on the way to the auditions. But yeah, it was the most fun I ever had, just letting loose and being as laughing and scaring little kids. And that was where one of those cool things happened, where the set got knocked over by one of the scenes I was in. I was with my monkeys, my flying monkeys, and one of them, I think it was Joshua Keefe, knocked the set over. It was just a cardboard castle. He bumped into it just accidentally and knocked it over, and I was there to see it and catch it, and I went and grabbed onto it so it didn't went, and I looked at him and I screamed, "Look what you've done!" I was so it's so great to be able to do that. he just totally let loose. Anyway, he loved it. He thought it was fun because he knew that I was really not the Wicked Witch the best time on stage.